Quinoa. We've all heard of it. I'm vegan and all I eat is quinoa and celery sticks. But guys, the truth is, quinoa is pretty freaking great. Quinoa. Q-U-I-N-O-A. Quinoa. English. Am I right? You might want to get onto the quinoa train because you can seriously use it in everything and it tastes great and what else? Oh yeah, it's so freaking good for you. You can cook quinoa, you can put it in salads, soups, you can put food on top of it like rice. You can season it really well and eat it plain. You can do so much with it. This ancient grain ain't no ancient pain, okay? To start cooking your quinoa, fill a pot with water, twice the amount of the quinoa you will use. Turn your pot onto high and start to bring it to a boil. Find some kosher salt and add about a tablespoon for every 4 cups of liquid. When the water comes to a boil, a rolling boil mind you, add in your quinoa. I used 2 cups. Give it a stir and let it boil for about 20 minutes. The biggest issue with quinoa is its reputation. People are always like, oh, it's so fancy, I can't cook it myself, oh, I couldn't even imagine. But the truth is, it's so easy. It's actually easier than pasta. Because pasta can go from like, you know, raw to like undercooked to al dente to mushy really quick. Quinoa just goes from like hard, then it springs open, and then you taste it and it's good to go. After about 20 minutes, your quinoa should have popped open and be tender. This means it is finished cooking. Drain the quinoa of the excess water, and then your quinoa is ready to use for anything you want. It's that simple. It's high in fiber, low in carbs, low in fat, and is like one of the most complex carbs there is because it's its own complete protein. That's right, vegans and vegetarians, they have to combine certain plant-based items together to get a complete protein. That way they don't become malnourished from their lack of animal products. Vegans, vegetarians, man, I got you. Quinoa. Also, if you can't have wheat, quinoa is perfect for you. It's a grain that has no wheat in it. Shocker, there's actually a bunch of them, just the American public doesn't actually know that. You see how it says gluten-free quinoa? There is no such thing as gluten-full quinoa, okay? All quinoa has no gluten because there's no wheat in it. Just Americans are stupid and they don't realize that. Quinoa is its own grain, just like wheat is a certain type of grain, quinoa is a grain. I'm back. So now the next time that you hear someone complaining about quinoa or the people that eat it, or you hear someone raving about quinoa, you can now get into the discussion because you watched this video. You can talk about it at length, you can make it for people, and if they ask you like, how did you learn this? You can say, I saw it on Brain Food. You should go watch it. It's a pretty cool channel. And in closing, quinoa is great. I'm out. What? You're still here? Great. Thanks for watching this video, guys. If you didn't know, you're watching the channel Brain Food here on YouTube. So if you enjoyed the information and the knowledge that I imparted to you today, please subscribe to my channel for more videos. In the comments down below, tell me if you love quinoa, you think it's great, or if you hate it because everyone talks about it too much. If you think I'm an interesting person, you can follow me on other social media platforms: Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Tumblr, Instagram, yeah, and that's about it. And you can talk to me there. I like to talk to people. I'm a talkative person. Quinoa, Q-U-I-N-O-O. This mother grain won't be having no birthing pain. No. You can cook quinoa and you can put it in salads. Ooh, quinoa.